I have a winner mentality, being able to go and practice and want to win every drill, want to do everything at perfection. I'm kind of perfectionist.
Angel Reese just got put on blast by ESPN, with the higher-ups reportedly dismissing her bold master plan for 2025 as nothing more than a joke. Let's face it, Reese trying to outshine Caitlin Clark is a spectacle in itself. Matching Clark's scoring power, building a fanbase as loyal as hers, shattering records at her pace, that's not a strategy, it's a fantasy. The reality is, aiming high is admirable, but for Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark's greatness remains a level she can only dream of touching. Let me ask y'all this question, who the hell is Angel Reese? Reese isn't even close to being in the same league. Caitlin Clark is a generational talent, a once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon, and yet, Reese thinks she can step up and claim her spot? That's not ambition, it's pure delusion. You look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe. If Reese genuinely had even half the potential she claims, she wouldn't have spent 2024 fixated on trying to bring Clark down. Rather than showcasing her own talent, she wasted time on petty efforts to undermine Clark at every opportunity. In the end, all she proved was one thing, she can't handle Clark's spotlight, let alone come close to matching her legacy. You made some comments about Angel Reese. You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark. Yes, sometimes we do play the race card too much, or when it's not necessary. Let's be real. Angel Reese's recent behavior screams desperation for the spotlight. Ever since LSU snagged the 2023 NCAA championship, Reese has been strutting around like she's the queen of basketball. Reality check, she's not. That game wasn't about her brilliance, it was Caitlin Clark's jaw-dropping talent that had everyone talking. Meanwhile, Reese was on the sidelines, exaggerating her you-can't-see meme antics, hoping for a shred of attention. Now she's out here claiming she'll surpass Clark in the WNBA. Let's dismantle this fantasy step by step. There's a forward, but the reason why it's a rival is not because of basketball, it's because Angel Reese is willing to chirp and talk that trash, and then go on the court and back it up. And you know what it's got us doing? Watching Angel Reese. Let's break down Reese's so-called dominance during her rookie WNBA season. Averaging 13.6 points per game? Decent if we're talking high school stats. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark effortlessly dropped 19.2 points per game, leading all rookies in scoring and cementing herself as a generational talent. 6 points might not seem like much, but in professional basketball, it's the line between being a superstar and just another name on the roster. Reese might want to sit back, take some notes, and start learning, because she's got a long way to go. And let's not sugarcoat the assist numbers. Let's dive right in. Clark delivered an incredible 8.4 assists per game in her rookie season, orchestrating her team's offense like a maestro conducting a flawless symphony. Reese, measly 1.9 assists per game. Yes, 1.9. Maybe it's time for her to focus on learning the art of playmaking instead of clinging to the spotlight with underwhelming stats. But hey, why bother passing when you can just grab rebounds and call it a day, right? Now, speaking of rebounds, let's give Reese a sliver of credit. Emphasis on sliver. She did set a rookie record with 446 total rebounds, averaging an impressive 13.1 per game. Sure, that looks great on paper. But let's be real. Rebounding is basketball's grunt work. It's important, but it doesn't define greatness. Meanwhile, Clark, juggling elite scoring and playmaking, still managed 5.7 rebounds per game. That's called being well-rounded, something Reese can only aspire to. Now, let's talk accolades. Caitlin Clark didn't just have a great rookie season. She owned it, snagging the Rookie of the Year award like it was her birthright. Reese, she was a finalist, which is just a nice way of saying, close but not quite. And when it came to all WNBA honors, Clark cruised onto the first team with ease. Reese, completely absent. Not on the first team, the second team, or even as an honorable mention. It's like showing up to prom in a designer gown and not even making it into the yearbook. Yet, Reese continues to talk about surpassing Clark. Here's the harsh truth. You can't surpass someone who's already leagues ahead of you. Clark's basketball IQ, limitless shooting range, and ability to single-handedly carry a team put her in a class of her own. Reese, on the other hand, seems more interested in chasing social media fame and sponsorship deals than actually stepping up her game where it matters on the court. But that's where I want to go with this. This is the biggest thing we have to afford about Angel Reese. She goes out in the Midst of all of this pub and notoriety being thrown in the direction of a Caitlin Clark. And if you like the video, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Everybody is talking about, yeah, but it's Caitlin Clark and everybody else. Well, Angel Reese said, nah, it ain't Caitlin Clark and everybody else. It's me too. And then showed up on national television, showed up last night and down 15, having already lost 2 games to Caitlin Clark. Yeah, Angel, they doubted you. Now let's tackle the so-called rivalry. Comparing Reese and Clark to Magic and Bird, that's an insult to Magic and Bird. Caitlin Clark is breaking records and elevating women's basketball to unprecedented heights, while Reese plays the sideshow, forcing herself into the spotlight and acting like she's the main attraction. This isn't a rivalry. It's a one-sided obsession. Reese just can't let go of. When it comes to media coverage, the contrast couldn't be clearer. Caitlin Clark was named Time Magazine's 2024 Athlete of the Year, an accolade reserved for athletes who truly changed the game. Clark earned it not through flashy words, but by redefining dominance in women's basketball. Meanwhile, Angel Reese has been busy grabbing attention with social media stunts, lifestyle posts and off-court theatrics. Let's be honest, Instagram filters don't build legacies. Reese could learn a thing or two from Clark, who lets her game do all the talking. To be fair, Reese deserves some credit. Amid all the buzz around Clark, she steps up and declares, it's not just Caitlin Clark. I'm here too. But last night on national TV, Reese was down by 15 points after already losing twice to Clark. She's still vying for relevance in the same conversation, but it's clear she's not there yet. And then there are endorsements. Reese recently landed a shoe deal with Reebok, a move hyped as groundbreaking. But let's not forget, it's tied to someone who hasn't exactly set the league on fire. Reese's marketability thrives on controversy, not domination. On the other hand, Clark is scoring major sponsorships effortlessly, not because of social media drama, but because of her undeniable talent, leadership and trailblazing impact on women's basketball. While Reese chases likes and hashtags, Clark attracts brands seeking genuine game changers. Reese also loves stirring the pot with bold claims about overtaking Clark. But here's the truth. Talking about taking the crown doesn't make you the queen. If anything, it screams desperation. Clark, meanwhile, stays unbothered, laser-focused on her game, breaking records while brushing off the noise. While Reese fuels debates with words, Clark shuts them down with actions. And actions always speak louder. Looking ahead, Clark is poised for an even greater breakout with the Indiana Fever, where expectations aren't just high. They're historic. Reese, heading into another season with the Chicago Sky, is still trying to catch up to her own hype. There's a monumental gap between striving to improve and already being the best. Clark has fans tuning in because they know she'll deliver. Reese remains stuck in the wait-and-see phase of her career, and time isn't on her side. Clark's impact on women's basketball is undeniable. She's drawn massive viewership and attendance, proving that her presence alone transforms the sport. Reese has also drawn attention, but mostly for her off-court antics. While it's great that she's sparked conversations about women's basketball, those conversations rarely focus on her skills. If she wants to leave a lasting legacy, she'll need to bring more than just headlines. Let's be real. Reese's goal of surpassing Clark isn't just ambitious. It borders on fantasy. Clark has set a standard so high that Reese would need more than skill to even get close. With her scoring, playmaking, and leadership, Clark is the total package, while Reese still struggles with consistency, a cornerstone of greatness. Ambition without results is just noise, and Reese's talk isn't matching her performance. Meanwhile, Clark continues to raise the bar, proving what true dominance looks like. Thanks for watching and subscribe my channel.